Hello everybody, so in this video we will be looking at the lead code problem 637, average of levels in a binary. So the problem statement says that we are given a root of a binary tree and we have to return the average value of nodes on each level in the form of an array. So what we have to do is this is my level 1 or level 0, this is my level 1 and this is my level 2. I have to return the average of all the values in a certain level, and you can see that the number of nodes is from 1 to 10 to the power 4 and the value is up to 2 to the power 31, and we have the return type is a double. So how we will do this question is uh, this is level 0, this is level 1, this is level 2, so we need these values level wise. So first of all we can say from this that we will do a level order traversal. And in our level order traversal we will we will code a logic such that we get the average of all the values in a certain level. So for a level order traversal, we first of all we need a queue data structure. So we will take a queue data structure. This is my queue data structure. I'll name it as queue and I'll initially store the root. So I have stored the root in this. Now I'll store the root and I'll check if and I'll also take a vector of double which will store my answer. This is my vector answer, so it will have three values 0 1 2. So I go in, I see okay in my level 0 I have just one value, so I find the sum in double and I insert it at 0 index for the level 0 for level, and I then pop it out of the queue, and for 3 I have a left as well as I have a right, so I'll push left and I'll also push right. Now this is my level 2. For level 2 I'll get the sum, that is 29 that will be 14.500, and now I'll pop this. I'll check if I have a left for 9 or a right. I don't have this, so I'll move on. I'll pop this. I'll see okay I have a left as well as I have a right, so now I'll add this and put their value, and now I don't have a left, I don't have a right. This is something I will do, but how I will do this is, if I discuss the pseudocode it will be clear. So I need a queue that will store the tree node, and I'll push the root, queue dot push root. I also need a vector of double answer. Now till my queue is not empty we will do a simple level order traversal. For this level order traversal is important, you should know that how to do that. And first I'll get the size of my queue, because as you can see on each level I'll have some values in my queue. For level 1 I'll have a single value, so the size of queue will be 1. I'll have for level 2 I have 2 values at max. For level 3 I will have 4 values at max. So for this it will be size 1, it will be at max size will be 2, at max size will be 4, and I'll add all this by using a for loop. That is what I'll do. So now what I have to do, either I have two ways. Either I can store these values, for each for loop in a vector, like I'll get something like this 9 20 and 15 7, then I'll add this and insert it to my answer. But if I do that I'll get a runtime error for my large out inputs, as the constraints are pretty high, as you can see the value. So we will just take a temporary variable or a long int or int. I'll just take it as a long int, so it initialize to 0. Now I'll run a for loop from 0 to n I plus plus. What I'll do here is I'll do a temp plus. First of all, I need to get the value, so I'll create a node which will be my queue dot front. It will take my front, and I'll pop this out of my queue. Now I'll add the value to the temp plus equals to node value, and I'll check if left exists, I'll push left, and if right exists, I'll push right. If right, in the end I'll add temp to my answer dot push back. I'll convert temp to double of temp divided by n, that is the size. So average is all number of values का sum divided by total number of values, the frequency of all those values. So this is what we will do. So now if I code this, it will be more clear. So first of all, I need a vector to store the answer, so vector double answer, and I need a queue of type tree node and queue dot push root. Now this is simple level or traversal what we are doing here. While queue not queue dot empty in n equals to queue dot size long int temp equals to 0 for int of I equals to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. I less than n, and now I'll take a tree node star node which will be equal to my queue dot front, and I'll do a delete my node. Now what I'll do temp plus equals to node value, and if there exists a left, if node left not equals to null, I'll push it to my queue push node left, and similar thing I'll do for my node right. If node right not equals to null, queue dot push node right, and after this I'll insert to my answer, and in the end I'll just return my answer, return answer. So now if I run this, okay, it's running fine. Let me submit. So as you can see, the solution is accepted. So now the thing I was talking about, if I will store this in an array like this, so we would have done that, we would have gotten an error, runtime error, something like this, a range of value, because we were storing it in a vector, and we cannot store in a vector more than 10 to power 8, the number of digits should be equal to or less than 10 to power 8. So in other words, we cannot store long or long, so this was the error we were getting. So thank you for watching the video, and make sure to hit the subscribe button and do like the video.